Turn setbacks into comebacks. You've been knocked down? Good. You've been doubted, betrayed, laughed at, rejected? Even better, because that means you're in the perfect position to come back harder than anyone ever saw coming. This isn't about feeling sorry for yourself. This is about rising. This is about rebuilding. This is about deciding that your setback will not be your story. It will be your start. Welcome to 10 Minutes Motiversity, and today's message is loud and clear. Turn setbacks into comebacks. Let's go. Part 1. Get real. Setbacks are inevitable. You want the truth? Life isn't fair, and it never promised it would be. Stop expecting it to hand you perfect days, perfect opportunities, or perfect timing. Because that mindset, that's what keeps most people stuck, waiting for things to go right before they act. Let me tell you right now, life will not go as planned. People will betray you. Opportunities will collapse. Things you thought were solid will crumble. But that's the game. That's the cost of playing at a high level. So here's the question. When the storm hits, what are you made of? Winners don't avoid the storm. They face it. They train for it. They build themselves in it. They expect setbacks because they know that's how you sharpen your sword. You lost your job? Good. That means it's time to build something no one can fire you from. You got rejected? Great. Now refine your craft so no one can ignore you. You failed? Perfect. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's the tuition you pay for excellence. See, setbacks aren't the enemy. Comfort is. Setbacks wake you up. They shake you out of your routine. They force you to choose, fold, or fight. You want to talk about success? Then you better talk about pain. You better talk about late nights, silent tears, hard decisions, and relentless focus. You better talk about climbing back up when your legs are shaking. Because every single person you admire, they face setbacks, probably more than you. The only difference is they kept moving. They didn't let it define them. So let this sink in. You don't get to choose whether you face setbacks. You only get to choose how you respond. Will you respond like a victim? Or will you respond like a damn warrior? Part 2. Destroy the victim mentality. Let's talk about the most dangerous mindset out there, the victim mentality. It's subtle, it's sneaky, and it's everywhere. It shows up when you say, "This always happens to me." When you scroll on social media and feel like life is unfair. When you look at someone else winning and immediately think they had it easier. Let's get something straight. Playing the victim might get you sympathy, but it will never get you success. You want to build a comeback? You want to rewrite your story? Then you've got to kill the victim voice in your head. That voice that says, "I can't because they didn't support me. It's too late for me. I'm not lucky like them. I just don't have the energy." Every time you feed that voice, you feed your limitations. You want to grow? Then take the power back. Take full, radical, ruthless responsibility. I don't care what happened to you. It's not your fault, but it is your fight. It's your life, and no one is going to live it for you. Winners don't wait for permission. They don't wait for healing to be handed to them. They don't wait for closure, support, or motivation. They go get it. They create it. Every setback you've had, you survived it. Now use it. Use the pain. Use the anger. Use the hunger. Channel it. No one is coming to save you. You're the hero. You're the rescue. You're the warrior who crawls through hell and climbs out holding fire. If you keep telling yourself the story of a victim, you'll live as one. If you rewrite that narrative, if you choose to rise, then nothing can stop you. Part 3. Pain is your personal coach. You know who's coaching you right now? Pain. Pain is the best damn coach you'll ever have. Because pain doesn't care about your comfort zone. It doesn't care about your excuses. It shows up to break you, so you can become unbreakable. But most people don't listen to pain. They run from it. They numb it with distractions, with entertainment, with blaming others, with quitting. Winners do the opposite. They lean in. They ask, "What are you trying to teach me?" Because every failure, there's a lesson in there. Every betrayal, a new standard. Every delay, a redirection. Pain teaches discipline, self-respect, patience, clarity. When you touch the stove, you learn not to touch it again. Pain forces change. And change, my friend, is where the comeback begins. You got to start seeing pain as your advantage. When life punches you, punch back. Harder, smarter, with more purpose. Get honest about your rock bottom, then build from it. No more hiding. No more excuses. You got hurt. Cool. Now heal. Now work. Now become the kind of person that pain can't break anymore. Pain broke your heart. Build emotional resilience. Pain emptied your wallet. Build financial intelligence. Pain burned your plans. Build new ones with fireproof foundations. The goal isn't to avoid pain. The goal is to rise through it. Part 4. Rebuild with intention. Now comes the grind. You've faced a setback. You've accepted the pain. Now it's time to rebuild on purpose. Don't just return to what you were. Return stronger. This is your opportunity to choose everything. Who you are, how you live, or what you tolerate, what you expect, what you commit to. You got to get intentional. Set the standard higher than ever before. If your circle was toxic before, level up your environment. If your schedule was chaotic, create structure. If your habits were weak, design new rituals. This is the comeback season, and you don't get second chances without second effort. You want results? Build them. Brick by brick. Day by day. Repetition. Discipline. Focus. That's how you turn a mess into a masterpiece. Remember, you don't need to feel ready. You need to stay committed. Success isn't about hype. It's about daily execution. Part 5. Turn setbacks into systems. This is where the comeback gets real. Because now, you stop reacting and start engineering. Winners don't rely on motivation. They build systems that force success. They take every painful experience and say, how can I prevent that again? How can I build a machine that keeps me sharp? If your past setback came from poor decisions, create a system that forces better ones. If your setback was burnout, systematize your rest, recovery, and routines. If your failure came from lack of structure, create tools, templates, schedules, and boundaries. Winners don't repeat their pain. They turn pain into process. Systems beat emotions. Systems beat chaos. Systems give you control. You don't need another chance. You need better habits. Take the lesson. Turn it into a rule. Take the pain. Turn it into a process. Take the mess. Turn it into a method. This is the blueprint for your comeback. Consistency, clarity, and control. The goal isn't to return to normal. The goal is to build a life where setbacks still happen, but comebacks are automatic. Final part, become the comeback. Let's close this out strong. You're not just bouncing back. You're becoming the comeback. This isn't just a moment in your life. It's a turning point. The chapter where everything shifts. Where you become the version of yourself you were always meant to be. They counted you out? Count yourself back in. They walked away. Walk toward your next breakthrough. They doubted you? Let them. Prove it with action. You owe it to the pain. You owe it to the work. You owe it to the version of you who refused to quit when it hurt the most. The setback happened. Yes. But the comeback? That's yours to write. This is 10 Minutes Motiversity. And today, we didn't just inspire you. We equipped you. Now go. Build. Rise. Dominate. Turn setbacks into comebacks.